today we have an important topic of discussion, and that is the crypto news. We have so much news going on inside the crypto market, and we are having this massive pullback. Not even massive, really, but it's still pretty big compared to what we've been having in like the past. But right now, what we are seeing is this pullback to 104K slash 99K. I've been talking about this every single day, and I'm going to keep talking about it until people notice this because this is happening and it's been happening since I've been mentioning it at 123K. I was like, hey, we're pulling back to 99K. Get ready, guys. We're pulling back. I was like, hey, we got three levels that we're looking for. I was talking about 108K, 104K, 99K. Right now we have hit 108K, and now we're gonna see if we're gonna continue downwards. But anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's talk about the news that's going on though. So this article is by AI Invest, right? AI Invest. So Bitcoin news today, institutions cash out as cryptos exit doors slam. So institutions have been slowly but surely selling out. This is what I've been talking about. So they said institutional investors like BlackRock are offloading crypto assets, signaling a market peak with declining Bitcoin momentum and altcoin underperformance. Smart money traders are shifting to stablecoins to secure profits, leaving retail investors to absorb liquidity as market dynamics shift. Experts warn crypto's lack of traditional risk safeguards could worsen institutional losses during volatility, with smaller tokens showing unexpected resilience. So, analysts predict a prolonged waiting room phase before a potential 2026 market top, emphasizing structured exit strategies and unpredictable crypto cycles. Now, I have been talking about this for the longest, and it's funny how now all the large major news outlets are talking about it too. But the most important thing you need to know when it comes to this is we have peaked, but this isn't the peak of the bull market. I've been mentioning the end of the bull market is probably going to be either at the end of this year, like at the end of December, or the beginning of next year, being in January or February of next year. So that's probably going to be where the end of this market is. But right now we are in a pullback, and right now the market is just cooling off. In September, markets are usually bearish inside September. So what we are seeing right now is this pullback all the way to 99K, and I've been talking about this over and over again, and I will talk about it again just to kind of break down what we are looking at. So this is the 99K support. We have hit that support back here, and it was very, very strong. That's why I've been saying 99K support. Really, anywhere inside of this area from 108K to 99K is a heavy buying area. And yet, actually, if you look at this, we'll go ahead and draw this out for you. So from 100K down here to 99K, this is a bullish zone, and I'll tell you why. Every single time I got into this zone, we always had so much volume. This zone is a high volume area. So a bunch of volume is usually inside of this zone. So we had the peak here at 108K. That's also why I mentioned 108K is very significant. And we are bouncing off 108K right now, but we're probably going to end up going down lower. And that's 108K here. And you can also see the supports at 99K here for Bitcoin. You can see some resistance at 104K. So that's why this general area from 108K to 99K is so important. So this is the level that you pretty much want to watch out for. You want to be, it's just aware of what's happening inside of these ranges here. So keep an eye out for that. I'll keep you guys updated on that. I just kind of wanted to show that. But let's get back to some of the news here with Bitcoin. So this is completely right. They are right. Institutional investors are selling. So signs of a crypto market downturn are mounting as highlighted by declining Bitcoin momentum, and BlackRock, they have been offloading their positions and selling. So this is just one thing that, shows us like, hey, be careful, let the markets pull back, buy in on the dips when it bottoms out. That's probably the best thing that you could do at this point. So yeah, BlackRock offloads millions in Bitcoin after weekly buys, market manipulation, or routine rebounds. I think this is more so like it's market manipulation. They're shaking out the weak hands. People are selling because they think that Bitcoin's going to crash. But we know here on this channel, Bitcoin is not crashing. It's only pulling back. and that's between 108K to 99K. And those areas are good buy zones in those areas. Just wait till it gets lower and then get back in. That's literally all you have to do. And that's all they're doing at BlackRock. They're literally just shaking out the weekend so they can buy your Bitcoin and all your other cryptos at lower prices. So yes, BlackRock has been selling and manipulating. So BlackRock moves millions in Bitcoin days after 1 billion ETF buys. So they bought $1 billion worth of ETFs. So yeah, their current portfolio is valued at 98.95 billion, with Bitcoin and Ethereum making up nearly its entire exposure. Bitcoin accounts for the lion's share at 746,000 Bitcoin, worth approximately 82.43 billion, or 83% of the portfolio. Ethereum follows with 3.76 million ETH, valued at 16.51 billion, representing around 16.7%. Together, Bitcoin and ETH represent 99.7% of BlackRock's total crypto holdings, leaving other assets negligible by comparison. So they might actually end up buying more other cryptos. So BlackRock, this is pretty interesting. If you look, BlackRock owns Image. They have $642,000 of that, which isn't much at all. SPX, not a lot. Kali, Sheep, Joe. So like they have other coins, but very small amounts. I think they're flirting with the idea of getting these smaller cap altcoins. Like XPX, just look at how much some of them are down. They're like, it's almost like they're watching to see if these coins are worth holding, to see how much they go down by and how much they go up by. That's why they're only dipping their toes in currently. But they're probably about to buy even more Bitcoin back once the prices continue to drop. They're going to end up buying more. So it says the data shows dozens of structured transactions involving 300 Bitcoin each, worth roughly 33.5 million per transfer, sent to various addresses within the past 24 hours. Some smaller transfers were also observed, including one for 201.7 Bitcoin, valued at 22.6 million. The consistency of transactions suggests ETF settlement flows or rebalancing activity rather than irregular wallet movement. Additionally, Ethereum holdings showed no such transfers, implying that ETH is being held passively in custody, while Bitcoin remains the centerpiece of ETF-related liquidity management. But also, this is what I'm talking about. Literally, BlackRock is selling Bitcoin, they're buying altcoins, and they're continuing to hold their ETH. They're not selling their ETH. They're only selling Bitcoin, and that's it. They're not selling ETH. They're buying a little bit of altcoins, and they're holding their ETH. What this means is we're switching into altcoin season. And that's why when they're saying BlackRock is just rebalancing, yes, they're rebalancing. They're rebalancing and focusing a little bit more on altcoins. That money is going to start flowing into altcoins because we're going into an altcoin season. That's why they have so much ETH, and that's why they don't want to sell their ETH. That's why they're selling their Bitcoin. Their Bitcoin is literally becoming weaker. The Bitcoin dominance is only at 56.1%, whereas just a few months ago, Bitcoin dominance was at 62%. So the fact that now we're at 56% in Bitcoin dominance, we just lost 0.1% as I just now clicked it. Literally, now we're at 56%. So this is crazy. This is only going to become more and more altcoin dominated. So you have to pay attention to that because, like I said, altcoin dominance, if you look 3 months ago, Bitcoin dominance was at 62.62%, peaking out at 65.56% 3 months ago. Like altcoin dominance, or that was Bitcoin dominance. So now altcoin dominance is coming in to play. So yeah, we gotta pay attention to that. So yes, they are selling some Bitcoin, but hey, it's all good. It's all good because they're still holding Ethereum. They're buying altcoins. So we're going into altcoin season. Now, this is another piece right here. Sharps Technology secures $400 million launches crypto treasury. So we're seeing a lot of different crypto treasuries, crypto ETFs, and stuff like that being created. So again, altcoin season, like the money is going into altcoins. Let me tell you, the company closes a $400 million private placement with potential proceeds of $1 billion and announces plans to establish a Solana-based digital asset treasury strategy. So imagine that they're going to buy Solana and they're probably going to buy some altcoins built on Solana. So, anyways, this is all I got for y'all today. I just kind of wanted to bring this crypto news. I'm gonna probably try to do some type of daily crypto news thing so you guys can stay updated. But this is all I got. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. As always, I'll be back with another video.